This was my second experience, staying in a haunted house. It was back in 2005 when my friend and I rented an apartment in Nashik, Maharashtra, India. As we were bachelors during that time, we did not care to inquire about the apartment. We felt lucky to get a fully furnished apartment, even though there were only 3 tenants out of 12 houses. After a week, one night, I felt like someone is walking outside my house. I heard the sound from an ankle chain. I was a bit confused initially and ignored it. After a few days, I heard the noise of a kid playing ball in the house above my house, the 4th floor. It's like plastic ball bouncing and rolling. Next day, I went to 4th floor to check on it. Guess what? That house was abandoned for past 5 years. It's old, dusty, and a couple of dogs stayed there. Okay, for me, it's sure that something strange is going on. I pretended as if nothing, as I don't want to upset my friend. These incidents occurred, and I did not bother to explore further. Days went on. Monsoon season arrived. Other tenants who staying there vacated the house. So it's only me and my friend stayed there. Neighbors in next apartment used to ignore us, and they won't even talk to us. Eventually, my friend got married, and I vacated my house to join other friends. Now, the house we vacated was rented by 3 other guys who worked at my company. One day, I got a call from a guy wanting to talk to me about the apartment where I stayed earlier. We both met and he asked me, "Did you feel anything abnormal in that house?" My response with a smile, "Yes." His hands went chill. I asked him about his experience and why he is so anxious. He shared his story to me. One day, after returning from office, he was lying on a bed and reading newspaper. He felt that a woman passed from living room to kitchen. Upon coming out of bedroom, he couldn't find anyone. Subsequently, after few days, he was arranging few documents sitting on his bed. This time, from side of his eyes, he saw a woman sitting on a bed diagonally behind him. Once I acknowledged his experience, within a couple of days, he performed inquiry about this apartment and found the truth. Upon hearing this, my hands got chill and goosebumps everywhere. 5 years ago, an unmarried woman from a family stayed in the same house where we stayed. The entire apartment was fully occupied. However, the woman stayed in that house suicided by hanging herself on a ceiling fan. After that incident, there seems disturbances to all other houses, and everyone left their own houses, leaving the entire apartment abandoned for 5 years. Now, the chilling experience here is that we used to sleep below the ceiling fan daily. That was the place where the woman hanged herself. I stayed in haunted house, especially on the center point of haunting without knowing. I was unaffected because of my daily prayers. Well, with this experience, I was ready to experience more.